Can you draw a dot, then another dot, and connect them to make a line? If you can do that, you can learn to draw almost anything. Just listen and stay to the end. Now connect lines to draw the basic shapes: a square, a triangle, a circle. Draw lots of basic shapes, play around with them, make them bigger, stretch them, squeeze them. Then pick a motif. I'll use a photo of a sculpture, but you can use any photo. And break it down into basic shapes: circles, squares and triangles. Stretch or squeeze the shapes so they describe the motif. For correct proportions, pay attention to the size of the shapes and how they compare to the shapes around them. For example, I take the proportion of the head and compare it to the other parts. The skirt is about 4 heads tall, the width of the skirt is about 2 heads, etc. To understand an object better, pay attention to the negative space, the space around the object. Focusing on that space helps you understand the object more clearly. You can also break the negative space into simple shapes around the object. In general, you can practice from photos, but I recommend you switch soon to observing and draw real objects. You will improve faster that way. Basic shapes are your starting point, the foundation you build on. And what about 3D? How does that work? Actually, very easy. Draw a square, then draw another square. Connect the corners. Perfect, now you have a 3D form. Draw a triangle, draw another triangle, connect the corners, and there you go. You have another 3D form. Draw lots of these 3D forms, play with proportions and have fun. Try different tools and different colors, just explore. Draw a circle and another circle, and you have a tube. Now squash the circle and create an ellipse. Draw lots of ellipses. Connect the edges and you get a tube or a cylinder. Draw lots of tubes and cylinders and also try curving them and watch what's happened. Now I'll show you basic perspective rules. Draw a horizon line. Mark a vanishing point in the middle and you have the basic setup for 1-point perspective. Now draw a square, then draw lines from the corner towards the vanishing point and close the form with a straight vertical line. That's it. It's really simple. Now we draw a square above the horizon line and do the same. You can see the bottom plane. And now draw a square below the horizon line. You can see the top plane. If you draw a square directly above the vanishing point, it looks like this. If you draw a square directly below the vanishing point, it looks like this. Take different shapes and play around, squeeze them, make them big or small, and at the end try to freestyle. It doesn't have to be perfectly correct. Try it more intuitive. If you understand this basic rule, you'll start seeing it in nature and around your room. Just look for it. And the better you get, the less you'll need to rely on the rule exactly, and the more you can play with it. Now I'll show you 2-point perspective. It's also very easy. Draw a horizon line, make 2 vanishing points, one on the left and one on the right. Now draw a vertical line. From the top and the bottom of that line, draw connection to each vanishing point. Then add vertical lines to close the form, and there you go. Now you have a 3D form in 2-point perspective. Again, notice how shapes change above and below the horizon line. Don't be afraid to play with different shapes and scales. Have fun, it doesn't have to be super precise. And once you understand the principle, check it in real life. Can you spot a horizon line and vanishing points? But please don't stress about this too much. We are still doing art, not a math contest. If you look at Albrecht Dürer's print, The Draughtsman's Making a Perspective Drawing of a Lute, you can see how complex perspective construction can get. He wanted to understand how 1-point perspective works. But in art, there are many types of perspective you can use. For example, hierarchical perspective, atmospheric perspective, light or value perspective, or multiple perspective. They all have different functions and meanings in art. If you want a video on that, let me know in the comments. And if you're totally stuck or you don't know how to start, I made a free drawing guide you can download. It might help. And join me on Patreon. I share daily prompts to keep you in the flow. Check it out. But now keep practicing and don't forget to have fun. The more you practice, the sooner you'll be able to draw whatever you want. And if you want to watch more videos like this, just check out this video.